Welcome in, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad that you joined me today, or that if you're catching the replay, welcome into the replay. For those of you that are new, I'm Dr. Laura Ritchie. I have a doctorate in physical therapy. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach, specializing in women's health and functional nutrition. And I am an essential oil educator, and I sell doTERRA essential oils. And I love to teach. I love to empower people with tools and natural remedies. And one of my favorite things to do is that I love to help and empower burned out, stressed out women to reclaim their health and wellness through simple lifestyle changes so that they can heal, they can rise up, and they can live the vibrant life that they were meant to live. And I know that lots has changed. We're in a different season right now. And I've actually been getting a lot of questions about learning more about the science of essential oils and how we can use those. And so one of the things that I found really interesting with researching is talking about limonene. So we're going to get a little nerdy, a little sciencey, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and share some more education on how you can really utilize your essential oils to help support you during this time. And so if you're not familiar with limonene, it is a big part of the chemistry that is in some of your top essential oils. So it can help with cleansing properties, but it can also help us a lot when taken internally. So this is a big difference with doTERRA essential oils. Please don't try to do this with oils from the health food store or Amazon. Please don't take this information from this class and go and do that. That's actually not going to serve you and could actually be kind of harmful, do a little bit more harm than good, because when we're talking about taking essential oils internally, they need to be pure. And organic does not mean pure in the essential oil world. I did a whole video just on that, but I just save that there. I feel like I'm not doing my due diligence if I don't share that. What you're going to look for is to actually see a supplement fact on your bottle of essential oil, letting you know that it is safe for internal use. If you don't see that, you're not going to want to take it internally. So what I'm talking about are therapeutic, medicinal grade essential oils with doTERRA. So don't try this with other essential oils there. But the citrus oils like lemon and lime, they're really high in this chemical constituent called limonene. And it's a cyclic monoterpene. It's actually found in a lot of different essential oils. And cyclic monoterpene just means that it is a molecule with a backbone of 10 carbon atoms, some of which will form a ring. So if we're getting a little nerdy into the chemistry, that's what that means there. So in addition to citrus oils that we think of that have limonene in them, black pepper, celery seed, that new oil from convention last September, spearmint, and dill essential oils are also high in limonene. And you may have dill. If you have dill, it's a very precious, rare essential oil that was way back when we had the Sensation summer kits. If you have dill, let me know. It's a precious one, dill and cumin. But that is one that I love to cook with and use quite a bit. So there's a lot of benefits. Research studies have actually looked into many different benefits of limonene. And we mentioned it can be a really nice surface cleaner to use. And this can be a helpful thing now when we're cleaning our homes, keeping those surfaces clean with all that's going on. Toothpaste containing limonene can actually help to remove stains from the tooth enamel. So that's kind of interesting. But internal benefits of limonene is it can actually be really soothing to the gastrointestinal system. So we talk about putting a drop of lemon in warm water in the morning, and that can really help to prime your digestive system and get that going in a really powerful way. It can also help to support liver health and metabolism. So this is very important because the liver is our filter organ. It does a lot of different roles and jobs for us with our body. And there's some experimental research that has demonstrated that ingestion of limonene may support the body's immune system. So this can be a really powerful thing, especially right now in the season that we're in. And it just makes your water taste really, really yummy. So my husband's favorite citrus oil is actually wild orange essential oil, but there's a lot of different ways that we can start to utilize these. So my first tip for you would be to start adding a citrus oil, a doTERRA citrus oil, to your water every day and drinking and sipping on that throughout the day. We know that a lot of us are dehydrated. If you're thirsty, you're dehydrated. So you don't want to just down a bunch of water all at once, but small sips throughout the day can be really helpful with that. but this is a really amazing molecule. It plays a big role in a lot of powerful benefits of these essential oils that we have here. And you want to be making these part of your daily routine. So adding in lemon, wild orange, lime, grapefruit, any of those into a glass of water or tea or your favorite drink. Again, with essential oils, we only want to drink out of glass or stainless steel, never plastic. With our essential oils, the citrus oils particularly can actually break down the petrochemicals in the plastic, and we don't want that. And that's a good health tip in general, to avoid the plastics for the BPA and the endocrine disruptors. We want to avoid those as much as possible. But you can also add a drop of lemon or spearmint or wild orange essential oil to your toothpaste. And this is going to give you a burst of some teeth cleaning power. Or if you're using the On Guard natural whitening toothpaste, that's another great option to use on hand with that. So one of the other cool things about citrus oils is that it helps to promote the production of your body's own glutathione, which is good for so many things, including anti-aging. So if you're wanting to support your immune system right now, if you're wanting to do a little bit of anti-aging support, this is so important as well to have on hand, and a great rule of thumb to get into the habit of. So again, glutathione, very, very powerful master antioxidant of the body. And with all that's happening right now, glutathione is a really valuable resource. Now you can go and you can purchase a glutathione supplement. They tend to be pretty pricey. Or again, just something really simple like adding a citrus oil to your water every day can really help your body boost glutathione levels. Easy. And citrus oils are pretty inexpensive with doTERRA. A lot of them are between $10 to $15, $10 to $17, somewhere in there. And when you think about in a bottle of essential oil, like say lemon, for example, this is $11. There is 250 drops in each bottle, and you're only doing 1 to 2 drops in your water at a time. Typically, I will do about 1 drop of an essential oil per 4 ounces of water. And you can do more or less depending on how strong you want it, how you like the flavor, all of that. But $11 for a bottle of lemon essential oil, you can't even buy organic lemons for that price when we think about there's 45 lemons in 1 bottle of doTERRA lemon essential oil. So it's really cost effective. And I would encourage you to look up Dr. Benjamin Lynch. He has been talking a lot about things to support our immune system, especially during this time with everything that's happening currently. And he's talking a lot about glutathione. And there's some really interesting research articles, and you can even do a PubMed search or a Google search about glutathione with everything that's happening in our world today right now, and how that can be a really powerful tool to start supporting your immune system. So again, something so simple as just adding a drop of a citrus oil to your water can have some really powerful benefits for high in antioxidants, help to boost your immune system, and also help with your digestion. Lots of benefits with that, as well as anti-aging. We know hydration is so great for the skin and all of that as well. So I wanted to show you something. If you didn't know, I'm going to share my screen, and doTERRA has some really cool, they're free ebooks that you can find online. You can actually just Google doTERRA ebooks and it'll pull that up. But they have an ebook that is a chemistry ebook. So if you're like me and you like to get nerdy and learn more about the chemistry of essential oils, you can go, it's free. You can download this, you can save it. It's a wonderful one to have on hand. But you can look here and see limonene, and you can see all of the benefits that limonene gives us. It's very uplifting. It's very energizing, right? Those citrus oils we think of as happy oils. So they help to boost our emotional state, which is so powerful. The surface and teeth and skin cleansing properties that we mentioned, helping to reduce the appearance of skin blemishes. And then those internal cleansing properties, helping to support a healthy metabolism, support your immune system, your respiratory system, gastrointestinal and nervous system function. And then you can see here, it does a breakdown of the essential oils that do have limonene in them, and it gives you a percent composition. So you can see here, tangerine, grapefruit, wild orange, very, very high in limonene. Tangerine's 80 to 99%, grapefruit's 90 to 97%, wild orange is 80 to 97%. But even things like green mandarin, lemon's 50 to 75, lime 40 to 70, Dill, we start to drop a little bit, right? 30 to 55. Bergamot is 20 to 55. Spearmint, 5 to 30. Black pepper, which is 9 to 25. And even frankincense, 5 to 20. So this is where if you have to make a choice, maybe pick one that's higher in limonene, like tangerine, grapefruit, and wild orange. Those are going to have the highest limonene composition in them compared to the others, but use what you got, right? They're all really powerful, can all be really helpful. And this is also one of the reasons why I put a drop of frankincense under my tongue morning and night. I also do copaiba with that too. And black pepper is another amazing one. I went to the Essential Oil Medical Symposium a couple of years ago, and there was a physician that mentioned doing black pepper under the tongue as well. And I was a little concerned. I thought it would be kind of spicy, a little hot, but it wasn't. And it's a really great one to support brain health. If you think it's a little too spicy, you can always put that in a veggie capsule and take it internally. But there's lots of ways to use your limonene and help with that production of glutathione. Because again, glutathione supplements can be really pricey, but look up, I'm gonna encourage you, empower you to do your own research on this topic of glutathione with everything that's happening in the world right now. Again, check out Dr. Benjamin Lynch. She's got some great information, and do quick Google searches. You may be really surprised at what you find and how powerful glutathione can be right now during this time that we're all in. Now, with this ebook, which is so interesting, you can actually scroll through. And if you're ever curious about the composition of specific oils, it actually goes through all of them. So you can click on specific ones. You can see here, grapefruit. It's primarily limonene, as we talked about, 90 to 97% limonene there. And it lets you know this is great to help the endocrine system, the nervous system, your skin. It's going to help to uplift mood. It's going to help with healthy metabolism. So if you want to learn more about the chemistry in specific oils, this is a great free resource to check out from doTERRA. You can download this. You can have it on hand, as well as some really great chemistry wheels. This is really helpful too, because you can look through, again, all of these are high in limonene, and they're all very uplifting, those citrus oils. So powerful for mood, especially if you're feeling low, maybe stressed out during this time. There's so many ways that you can use the essential oils to help you with all of this. So I wanted to show you that book, the chemistry book. It is so powerful. You can use it on hand and look up things. It's a great, great resource. So be empowered, use your tools, use your resources for that. I also wanted to mention another product that doTERRA has that you may have heard of called Alpha CRS Plus. So this makes up one of the 3 supplements in Lifelong Vitality Pack. We've got the Alpha CRS Plus, we've got the XE Omegas, and we've got the Microplex VMZ. Now, Alpha CRS Plus all by itself, just this one supplement, is almost the same price as all 3 of those supplements combined. That's how powerful Alpha CRS Plus is. So this is our cellular vitality complex. This was really designed to have lots of polyphenols to support healthy cell function, very high in antioxidants, to help with cellular DNA and other really critical cell structures in the body. So because it's so concentrated, it's got these extracts that really help to support us and our bodies in different ways. And it has milk thistle in it. This is one of the many things in Alpha CRS Plus that supports the body's internal production of endogenous antioxidants like glutathione. So here's another tool in our toolbox of things that we have from doTERRA that can help us to produce glutathione. So a very, very powerful supplement. There's a reason why this one is almost as expensive as all of Lifelong Vitality Pack combined. So when we think about healthy cellular function and using this for really supporting the body, I think of this as helping to give us lots of antioxidants, helping to really boost our immune system. It's got things like alpha L-carnine in it that is really helpful. Even ginkgo biloba to kind of help with our mental clarity, help with our energy, but lots of metabolic factors in the body to support us, especially to support the mitochondria. So you may have heard about mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of the cell. So this is really going to help us to have efficient energy production and help us to manage free radicals. We know that we don't want to have a lot of free radicals in the body. They're very oxidative, and help us with energy metabolism. So this is a big guns. This is basically like a fire hose to the body to really support that healthy inflammatory response in the body. And I really feel like the Alpha CRS Plus is the secret sauce for Lifelong Vitality Pack. So if you want another tool that can help to boost your glutathione, give your Alpha CRS Plus a try. Take that with your Lifelong Vitality Pack, because we know things like vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, all of these things that are in Lifelong Vitality can really help to boost our immune system during this time. And what's interesting about this time is I really feel like it's an opportunity for all of us to take responsibility for our health and wellness and to really focus on being the healthiest that we can, right? Really supporting our immune system, especially during this time. Now, I've gotten a few questions from some of my Oilers about wanting to talk about cytokines a little bit in relationship to essential oils with that. So something that's we know that, let's say, inflammation, having healthy inflammation levels, right? Well-regulated levels of inflammation is a key to really good health. And inflammation is not necessarily a bad thing. We need it from time to time. If you get a cut, you want there to be redness and inflammation and for the body to go to that area and heal that area. But we don't want to have really chronic high levels of inflammation all the time. We know that inflammation is a source of a lot of dis-ease in the body, right? Those itis at the end of something usually means that there's more inflammation that's happening there. So inflammation is mediated by the immune system. And there was a study done in June of 2015 about ingesting carbagol. It decreased levels of the key immune system inflammatory particles called cytokines. So those are those inflammatory particles that are in the body. They're actually small little proteins that act as messengers for the immune system, the cytokines there. So if the immune system is under stress, sometimes we can tend to produce more cytokines and other inflammatory molecules, which can lead to adverse effects in the body, right? That dis-ease that's going on. So when we undergo acute bouts of intense exercise, even, we may forget this, that really intense exercise can be inflammatory in the body. We may trigger that natural inflammatory response. So something that can actually help assist with our body's normal immune system to help reduce those stressors is that carbagol. And it's actually a chemical constituent that's in oregano. So this may be something where you could take a few drops of oregano in a veggie capsule and take that internally and use that to support you and support your immune system during this time. There's a lot of different things, but when we're thinking about cytokine cascades and having increased inflammatory markers in the body and what that looks like. And again, I'm really going to encourage you, go check out Dr. Benjamin Lynch, go follow his work. He's done a lot of live videos about this, and do some Google searches, right, too. I'm going to empower you to dig a little bit deeper, do a little bit more research on this topic. But those are a few things that I came across that I thought were really, really interesting in a discussion on inflammatory markers in the body. So we know that oregano can be a really cool one and can really help with assisting the body's normal immune system response to such stressors, but there's actually a lot of essential oils that can help to support us with that. So think of frankincense, think of copaiba, think of DDR prime. There's several oils. This is just the beginning, but I encourage you, check out that science chemistry book from doTERRA. Great free resource if you want to dive a little bit deeper and learn more about the science with the essential oils. And if you didn't know it too, doTERRA actually has a really cool science blog. And you can check that out. You can find it. And they have great research and news. And doTERRA actually partners with a lot of other universities and hospitals to do continued research on essential oils. If you want to follow along with that, if you want to learn about different research news, or you can look at the science related specifically with health and wellness topics, or just education in general, this is a great one to check out. And I would also recommend looking at PubMed. So you can go to PubMed. This is open to everybody. You can look up research articles and do more evidence-based research, digging a little bit deeper for yourself with all of those things that are kind of going on there. And there's also Aromatic Science. That's another website that you can check out to look up more about research on using essential oils, on having those on hand to support you too with all that's going on. there's so many cool ways that we can use our essential oils. And I love that doTERRA has really incorporated that in our daily habits. We think about the daily habits, the daily healthy habits from Dr. Hill. You can Google that. You can find that on doTERRA. But one of the things that it talks about is taking our lifelong vitality pack every day, putting a citrus oil in our water every day, diffusing On Guard essential oil in the afternoon to help with immune support, putting balance on the bottoms of your feet to help you feel more grounded and help with stress, to diffuse a citrus oil during the day if you need it, and at night diffuse something like lavender serenity to be very calming. Put lavender serenity on the bottoms of your feet to help with sleep. So please remember that it's foundations of the body. And it really doesn't matter. People come to me and be like, hey, what is a protocol for this issue or this issue or this issue? It doesn't matter what we call it. Basically, the body is just out of balance. And our job is to bring that back into balance. So we want to look at foundations. Nutrition is key. And that starts with reducing inflammation, right? Getting rid of the processed foods, eating more organic whole foods, vegetables, fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, healthy fats, all of that, and cutting out some of the inflammatory foods like gluten, dairy, and sugar. This could be highly, highly inflammatory on your body. Drinking lots of water, staying hydrated, putting your citrus oils in there for the limonene and the glutathione production that comes from all of that. That's so important. Managing your stress. So diffusing essential oils for emotional support, especially those citrus oils, or maybe something like adaptive or serenity. All of that's really powerful to reduce our stress levels with that. Also looking at movement, moving your body. I would say during this season, environmental stresses are high, seasonal threats are high. In my opinion, this isn't a time to hit it really hard and go, and train and do all the things, because as we talked about, a lot of physical stress can be inflammatory on the body, but this is a time to exercise and do it mindfully and listen to your body with that. If you ever feel sick or worse, like you're going to throw up or something like that after exercise, that's your body telling you did way too much. So back down. But maybe it's a good time to work on deep breathing or Tai Chi or yoga or Pilates or walking outside, getting sunlight, vitamin D. Getting outside right now is so, so important for your body and for your immune system. Going to bed on time, getting at least 8 hours of sleep, using your essential oils to help you with that. These are key foundations. So I would say take just one thing that you learned from this class that you found that was helpful and start to work on that, and then gradually build on that over time. Once that becomes easy, maybe it's putting wild orange in my water every day. And you start to notice, hey, my water tastes really good. Hey, I'm drinking more water. I'm feeling better around that. And then you can progress, right? Maybe you start with adding in more vegetables, and you do that gradually and slowly over time. You can start to crowd out the bad that's going on. That is all going to help and serve you in really big ways with that. So it doesn't have to be all or none. Just take small steps. I focused personally on nutrition for a long time. And then I started adding in the exercise piece and the movement piece. And then I started working on sleep and adding that in. And then I started with stress reduction and meditation. So it's a journey. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And the more that we can learn to enjoy the journey, enjoy this process, the more powerful that can be too with everything going on. So I wanted to show you a couple slides really quickly too. If you've been following me for a while, if you're new here to the world of essential oils, maybe you don't have an account with doTERRA already. I always like to ask, what are your top health concerns? Why are you here? Why did you make time and space to come to this class? Write those down. I will tell you, in the beginning of my journey, I was just having tummy upset every time after I would eat meals. It wasn't normal. I didn't feel good after I ate meals. It didn't even really matter what I was eating. I was really struggling with sleep. That was a really, really hard thing for me during that time. And I was also having aches and discomfort. I was having a lot of head tension. I wasn't feeling great. So those were kind of the things that got me into the world of essential oils and to look at nutrition and lifestyle changes and really taking a holistic approach to my health and wellness. So I want you to think about that. Write them down. What are those top 3 places that you want to start with? I think if we do more than 3, it can feel really overwhelming. So we just want to start to move the needle a little bit by focusing on those top goals that you have for your life right now. And I also love to share a little bit of testimonials. I think sometimes it's helpful to hear things from other people besides me. And if you have any testimonials with the essential oils, if you've had a really great experience, please share with us. I would love to hear. But you can read a couple of these. There's one particular for adaptive and really helping with stress and helping everybody to chill out. She took adaptive to work. And especially during this time, it really helped. One of my sweet friends, Kate, she's a physical therapist. She's a fellow PT, and she was talking about how she uses the oils in her homes for the last 2 years. And they're really using it right now during this time to keep their immune system strong. The comment on the right is actually from a sweet, relatively new oiler of mine. I met her in February when traveling before all of this hit. And she was just talking about how she's been using the oils every day. She's been taking them internally. She's been using them to support her, and how it's really, really helped her health and her sanity right now during this crazy time that we're all going through. So sometimes it's helpful to hear things from other people. If you don't have an account with doTERRA already and you've been following me, you've been getting information from me, I would love to help and support you with that. There's actually 3 ways to purchase. The first is retail. It's the most expensive. Nobody here is going to purchase retail. Typically, you only purchase your oils retail if they're being sold in a professional setting, like a spa or a chiropractor's office, something like that. It's the most expensive, so we don't really recommend that. The second is to get your own wholesale account. So doTERRA is like Sam's Club or Costco, and it's $35, and you get to purchase at wholesale prices. So for doTERRA, it's 25% off, a discount there. We don't ask for your newborn child, anything like that. Like really, it's just Sam's. It's just like Sam's or Costco's, where you pay that fee and then you get the best products at the best prices with that. And then the third way, this is actually the only way that I purchase my oils, is below wholesale. So when you bundle, you save with this, and you can actually get that $35 fee for free. And you can purchase things even cheaper than if you were to buy them individually. So that's actually the best way to save with doTERRA. What you can expect from me. So when you get started with somebody in doTERRA, you're kind of married to them. That's your person. That is your mentor. That's going to be the person that's going to educate and support you with using your oils. This is also why doTERRA is set up in this way, that doTERRA could have chose to sell their oils at a Whole Foods or a natural grocers or something like that, but they knew that people really needed the continuing education, right? That one-on-one support, that person-to-person support. So what I do when you get started with me is I pop a welcome packet in the mail that's going to have some tools, some resources, some user guides, everything that you need to get you started with your essential oil journey. And then we set up a personal consultation, a one-on-one call with me. We go over all of your health and wellness concerns. Maybe you want to focus on hormones or digestion or whatever that looks like, and we individualize it to you. And I help you to come up with a plan for 30, 60, and 90 days. And then we do checkups in 30, 60, and 90 days for accountability and support with that. We also have a private VIP Facebook education group. I share a lot publicly. I try to help as many people as I can, but we have a VIP group that we dive even deeper into, and it's a community for support. I think that's so important to have education and support and help with using your oils, and a safe place to ask questions. And in that community, we do fun giveaways, we do health and wellness challenges, everybody supports one another. Really having that tribe feel is pretty amazing. We've seen some incredible health changes and improvements in that group with so many people. And you're going to get that ongoing support. And I feel like that is so key, right? Sales is service, and we are here to support people, to answer questions. I tell people, when you invest in your health and wellness, I'm not going to let those essential oils sit on a shelf and collect dust. They're not going to serve you that way. We want you to be empowered and know how to use those essential oils safely on yourself and your family and in your home. That's what this is all about. So if you do not have an account with doTERRA already, you are welcome to text me and we can go over your top health and wellness concerns. You can send me a DM over on Facebook or Instagram, or send me an email. Again, this is just for people that don't already have an account with doTERRA. If you do have an account with doTERRA, that's amazing, and reach out to your person. I never want to take that joy away from them, because I know that I love to support and help and educate my people, and I know that other people do, because that's the heart of doTERRA. So reach out to me if I can help and serve with that, and I would love, it would be my honor and pleasure to do so. And we actually have some really cool things happening just for the rest of this month. So there's a Protect Kit and a respond kit. So if you're learning this information, you're like, okay, this is really interesting. I think I'm ready to invest into my health and wellness, especially during this time, because y'all, this is an interesting season that we're in. I think it's going to be a little bit of a journey, a little bit of a marathon versus a sprint. And so you being empowered and having tools in your home makes all the difference. So the Protect Kit, this is $125. So with these, that $35, it's free. You save that right off the bat. And you're going to get a pedal diffuser, which runs for 12 hours, which is amazing. And I love it because the light goes off. So you can use it when you're diffusing oils to help with sleep. You're going to get our On Guard essential oil. That's kind of become our toilet paper oil of doTERRA, if you will. It's the one that we're using a lot to support our immune system right now. On Guard hand sanitizer spray. I love this stuff. I have it on hand with me all the time to use. Tea tree, powerhouse for immune support. Purify, another powerhouse for immune support. And bergamot, which is a citrus oil, again, high in limonene, high to help in glutathione and uplifting to the mood, but also a great one for immune support as well. So that's the first option. Second option is our Respond Kit. So this is $150. This has a lot of oils that we kind of mentioned. We talked a little bit about lemon. I mentioned frankincense and copaiba. We talked about adaptive. That was where we had a testimonial to help with stress. So when I look at this kit, the Protect Kit is immune support, right? Big guns immune support to help you during this time. The Respond Kit, I look at to help with stress, sleep, relaxation, and springtime, pollen season. If you like the flowers, but the flowers don't like you right now, because I think we forget that it is spring. We can support our bodies in that way too. So lemon, lavender, and peppermint are our go-tos to support ourselves in the springtime, as well as breathe, that respiratory blend. And then we've got adaptive, copaiba, frankincense, lavender to really help with supporting our body. And remember, things like frankincense and copaiba, they help with every body system, whether that's digestive, nervous system, cardiovascular system. They can help with a lot of different things. So those are two awesome options. This is a go-to. So I think these are just going to be for this month. doTERRA really hasn't let us know. So these may be going, gone. This one is a staple. It's our top 10 oils in the little bottles with a diffuser. That's $160. Or we have the bigger kit. This is the top 10 oils in the bigger bottles with a pedal diffuser. This diffuser runs for 12 hours. The Breve diffuser over here with the little kit runs for 10. So $160 and then $249. So less than double the price. You actually get 2/3 more essential oil with the Healthy Essentials kit. And then I'm doing something right now called Diamond Club. I was actually supposed to be traveling all over across the United States right now, but as you know, that's changed. So everything has moved to virtual. I'm teaching lots of virtual classes, but you get a bonus. You get a gift with this because I'm doing this program, a special gift from doTERRA. So with any of those starter kits, you'll actually get a citrus bliss oil for free. And it actually has a ton of citrus oils in there to really support with mood. It smells like a vanilla creamsicle. If you piece together a kit, or maybe you do a kit, we add a couple things, this is where you can text me, email me. We can really help to customize something specific for your health and wellness needs. You can also get the adaptive for free, depending on which ones you get. So that's kind of a nice little perk. Reach out to me if I can help and serve. This is just for this month. So this will end at the end of May, but you can reach out if I can help with any of those things there. And then I'm very passionate about teaching and educating people to be empowered with their health and wellness. So I got into this world because I had a lot of health challenges, from being diagnosed with cancer in my 20s to being diagnosed with adult hip dysplasia and going through some major hip surgeries. I have had a long road, and that's what made me really passionate about nutrition, essential oils, educating people. And I just want to share, if you've had a powerful testimonial with the oils, if you used an oil and it really helped to improve your life, please share with me. Please tell me. I think that's so powerful. But for me, that oil was past tense. And I was having really bad head tension. I had tried just about everything you can think of, including a surgery, including nasal sprays, including injections, including just about everything. And I could roll that on my head and get relief, and I was blown away. It changed the quality of my life. And I thought, oh my gosh, I know there are people that are struggling with things just like I am. I need to talk about this. I need to share. If we can help, I don't believe that we go through pain and suffering and that's it. I believe that we go through these things to learn, to help others on their journey. That's what this is all about. So if this is on your heart, if you would love to learn more, if you aren't already working with somebody in doTERRA, right, what we can do is we can help those people. So if you have friends or family, you know, people that are really struggling, I would love to mail them some samples so they can have an experience with the oil and teach a class. And as a gift, I love to give people who are open to hosting me for a virtual class a little keychain. And however many people that show up, I'd love to gift you little sample bottles with essential oils to fill up your keychain. Because this is all about service. There are people that need us right now during this time. And this is my way of showing up and giving back and helping to empower people with these tools. So if that's on your heart, if we can help those people, let me know, because I'm really passionate about that. And there's 3 types of people that come to doTERRA, right? The first are people that love health and wellness and living a natural lifestyle. And we provide free education for people with that. doTERRA provides so much education. And then in our VIP education group, we do a virtual continuing education class every Saturday morning on different topics to help and support you. Then we have people that are natural sharers, right? You may be watching this and going, okay, my sister needs this. My mom needs this. You know, you're that type of person if that's popping into your head. And these are people that as they share with people over time, you can actually get your oils paid for. We call this free natural health care. And there's thousands and thousands of people all across doTERRA that are receiving that for free, because I truly believe my supplements, my essential oils, reducing my toxic load, even my skincare, deodorant, laundry detergent, this is living a health and wellness lifestyle. This is natural health care. And then we have people that may be really wanting to empower people with essential oils. They want to teach classes. They want to do what I'm doing. They're like, okay, I want to do what Dr. Laura's doing. Let me know. I would love to help and support you with that. And this is something that's also really near and dear to my heart. I'll speak on this just a little bit, and then we'll open it up for questions. I was a burned out, stressed out healthcare professional, physical therapist. And I went to school for 7 years to get a doctorate in physical therapy. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, did I just go to school to do all this? I loved working with my patients. What I didn't love was people putting more and more patients on my caseload, was having a stack of paperwork so that you really weren't just there for, you really weren't working 40 hours. You're working more like 60 to 80 hours, doing all the paperwork, getting all the stuff done, all of the red tape around that, having to fight with insurance to get things covered with people. For a time, I was working with a clinic, and one of the first clinics that I started working with is a brand new grad, and they were doing a lot of unethical things, unethical billing. And I kind of had to be the voice of truth in that situation, just lots and lots of stressful things. And it's no surprise to me that when I look back 1 year, 2 years before I got cancer, it's like, oh, there were times when I just felt so physically ill that I was like, I think I need to be the person laying on the table versus the person trying to help other people. And especially as healthcare providers, we get into this work because we want to serve. We want to help other people. And I was just burned out. And by the end of that, and going through cancer and having a big, large tumor in my abdomen and having surgery, 4 surgeries to remove that, replace with mesh herniated, and the last being a complete reconstruction of my abdomen, and the surgeon telling me, Laura, you can't work as a PT for a year. I didn't know who I was. My identity was completely wrapped up in my job, in what I did, in all the time and energy and money and everything that I spent for that. And it was very hard. And during that year is when I got my own health coach, Dr. Jessica Drummond with the Integrated Women's Health Institute, when I took her 1-year certification, women's health and functional nutrition coaching. And I decided there had to be another way where I could serve, I could show up, I could change lives, but not at the cost of my health and wellness, and not at the cost of me burning out and getting sick again. I made an agreement with my body that I was not going to go back to that place. And doTERRA came into my life. My friend Susan, who's an RN, and I will tell you, it took an RN to bring me into this space because I was extremely skeptical. I had tried everything else, right? I was very Western medicine trained as a PT, and you got to show me the evidence, and I got to look at this. And I went to her oils for aches and discomforts class, and I was blown away. And I got started with the oils, and honestly, I did it like, I will prove you wrong. I'm going to get these. They're not going to work. I can say, okay, I tried it, cross it off my list, and keep going. But they did. And I was blown away. And I was getting consistent results. And I thought, I need to learn more about this. So then I start poking around on PubMed and doing research and going, I'm getting consistent results. There's research that validates this. These are safe. These are effective. I'm not having side effects with these like I was with other things. People need to know about this. And that changed everything for me. So doTERRA has been a blessing to me in a lot of ways. I have actually been able to replace and surpass my income as a physical therapist through doTERRA. And I actually feel like I am able to help and serve and touch more people's lives through that process. So I know that this is a hard time. I know that more and more people are on unemployment than ever before. If I did not have doTERRA, I would be one of them. One of the hospitals that I used to work at was an elective surgery hospital. We did total knee replacements, total hip replacements. They closed down for months. Last time I drove by, they were still closed down. And it's crazy for me to think that we can go through all that school. We're taught that that's the safe approach, right? Be a professional, go to school, do all of these things. Yet I would be unemployment. I would be furloughed. I wouldn't be able to work right now during this time. And I am so grateful for this gift of doTERRA. Not only have these oils helped me physically, it's actually been the emotional components of these oils that have helped me more than anything else. And the physical support as well, but the emotional piece is how I love to use the oils, my favorite way, but the financial freedom and the financial support. So I heard a great quote that you can't feed the hungry from empty shelves. And if you're here to do something big, and you'll know if I'm speaking to you, because this will be touching your heart right now. But if you were put on this earth to help other people, if you were put on this earth to serve, if you were put here to turn your pain into passion, to help people and to make a bigger impact, right? Because when our homes are paid off, our student loans are paid off, our car, our whatever, what is that goal for you? Is that paying for your kids' college tuition? Is that being able to retire? Whatever that is, when those needs are met, you are truly free to give in a big, large impact way. That's what doTERRA is all about. So if that's on your heart and you want to show up and be seen and change lives and rock the world of healthcare with me and empower people, let's go, because I'm looking for you. I am looking for you. If you're one of those people that you're like, Laura, I want to just start with myself. And I believe like, right, we can't pour from an empty cup. Let's do this. But doTERRA has options for all of us. So if that's on your heart, if I can help and serve in any way, if you're ready to get started with the oils, and you'll know, because I'm talking to those people, I'm calling you out right now. Reach out to me. I would love to help with that. Okay, that's my soapbox. I get so emotional. It's so exciting when I talk about oils, but we talked about a lot of things. So let me know if you have any questions. We'll open it up for questions. We've got a few more minutes. So if we have, I'll go back through the chat. You can type them in over at Facebook. Hi, Facebook friends. Or over on Zoom. Just pop them into the chat and we can answer those there. Okay, somebody asked, how do we get the oil to mix better with water? Seems like I get one mouthful of oils. Okay, so a couple options on this. I love having a stainless steel water bottle, and I will add the essential oils, add the water, shake it up, and drink. And so throughout the day, right, we're taking sips throughout the day, you just shake it up and drink. I also have a stainless steel cup that's got a straw, so you can just mix it up there. If I'm making a tea or something with essential oils, I'll get a little frother. It's in my Amazon shop. I'll type the Amazon shop link in over on Zoom, and I can pop it over on Facebook too. And you can just froth, for lack of a better words, kind of mix it up, and it'll emulsify the oil in the water. So that's what I do for that. Okay, somebody says that they missed the beginning. Yep, this is recorded. It's actually over on Facebook, on my business page over on Facebook. So if you search Dr. Laura Ritchie, you'll find the recording up there to watch. I'll also pop the recording over on YouTube as well. Any other questions, comments, concerns? If you're ready, if you don't have an account with doTERRA, if you've been following me for a while, I'd love to help you get started. And text me, reach out to me, and we can find something specific for you and really support you. So you have somebody who can't take the alpha CRS due to the green tea. So then I would just do the two others, right? The daily nutrient pack. doTERRA has a combination. It's basically the Microplex VMZ with the XE omegas, and they can take that instead and avoid the alpha CRS plus if they need to, if they have something in there that they can't take. That's another option. Hey, thanks, Carrie. Oh my gosh, thanks so much for watching. It's such a pleasure. Thanks for being here. So much fun. I love to geek out, love to get nerdy with the science. We have so many classes coming up. So I'm teaching a class tomorrow night on all about mindful mommy, and we're talking about managing emotions in chaotic times with that. I'm doing an Essential Oils Made Easy class Sunday on May 24th. I'm doing another Essential Oils Made Easy class Thursday, May 28th. So check out the events section of my Facebook page. You can pop on and do classes. And again, if this is calling to you, if you're thinking, okay, I know a lot of people who need these, there's so many people who are praying for health and wellness solutions. I was on my hands and knees praying. There's so many people right now praying for financial freedom and support. We have an option that can help both. So this is a time, reach out to me if I can help. Oh my gosh, that's such a powerful testimonial. Someone's talking about how Breathe has just completely rocked their world, and they're not having to use things anymore, haven't had to in 6 years since using Breathe. So that's really powerful. I love hearing the testimonials. It's so amazing. And I love receiving text messages and emails every day from my customers about how these oils are changing their life. And I feel like that's actually the blessing I can bring in. Nothing is there's no happenstance, right? Like all of the knowledge that I've learned from being a physical therapist, from pulling in as a functional nutrition and women's health coach, that all goes into my oils. And that all gets focused in on my customers and continuing education and support with that, which is really powerful. So I actually feel like I take and actually help more people now through this journey of doTERRA. So somebody says, capsules make my throat swell. Can I take DDR instead of CRS? So they're a little bit different. The mechanisms are going to be different. DDR prime is more of an essential oil base. The alpha CRS plus, while it does have essential oils, it's got other things like coenzyme Q10 and quercetin and ginkgo biloba and a lot of others. So they're not one that you can like switch for the other. I do have a friend with gastroparesis, and she doesn't do well taking capsules, and she'll actually open up her Lifelong Vitality pack and put them in smoothies and take them that way. So there's an option for that. DDR prime is great, and it's an essential oil, and you can add that to water, take that internally, but they're different. I don't think we can look at them in the same way of like we can swap one for the other, if that makes sense. Good questions. To talk about the science, but go and use your citrus oils in your water daily. Make that a part of your routine. Help that body produce some glutathione to support you right now. Go check out Benjamin Lynch, Dr. Benjamin Lynch. Read more about glutathione with everything that's going on. There's a lot of interesting research about vitamin D and vitamin C with everything that's going on. So be empowered. That is where we really, I think, truly take our power back, by reclaiming our health and wellness and really nourishing the vessel, right? Investing in the vessel, supporting you in that way. If I can help and serve in any way, if you don't already have an account with doTERRA, if you're not working with somebody, let me know, because there's some really awesome things happening, and I'll hook you up with some free oils this month and a really fun welcome packet and some goodies, and we'll plug you into a tribe and a community that's going to hold space for you and help you reach your health and wellness goals. All right, thank you for being here. It is always so much fun to see you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and reach out if I can help and serve. Take care, everybody. Bye.